Hey friends, welcome to this video. So in this video, we are going to talk about a 30-day proactivity test. So I'm going to start with two questions for you. Tell me, how many of you see that your habits, your tendencies that you're really not happy with? Anyone like this? I'm raising my hands because I am in this category. I'm not happy with some of my habits. Now the second question, how many of you see that these tendencies that you have that you are not happy with going into your kids? Raise your hands. I am in that category. I have some patterns. I have some thinking patterns. I have some emotional patterns. I have some communication patterns, behavioral patterns that I don't want to go to my kids, but they are because children are like CCTV. They're watching you all the time, 24/7. So, friends, today I want to give you a 30-day proactivity test. This is, if you do this, I'm very sure you're going to really grow on the path of self leadership. So, in these 30 days, I want you to work on your circle of influence. Stephen Covey had given us that concept of circle of concern and circle of influence. People who work on circle of concern, they waste their time. People who work on their circle of influence grow in life. So work on that. So first thing, in any relationship in your life, whether it is your family, your husband, wife, kids, uncle, aunts, parents, or at professional settings, at your work, in any relationship, be a light, not a judge. Be a light, not a judge. Second, be a role model. Lead by example, not a critic. That is number one. Number two, exercise your proactive muscles. In the last video, I showed you that you have this ability to exercise the power of your choice. Now let's take an example. One day, you finish your office and you come home and you look at the house and everything in the house is a mess. And what do? You go in there, you smilingly, carefully pick up all the different things, put them in the right location. After that, you go and have a one-to-one visit with the person whose job you just did. It was his or her job, but you did that. Now, important thing is you be very pleasant with that person who did not do their job, but you be pleasant with that person. You smile at that person and say, hey, what happened? I am here to listen first. Tell me everything about what happened. See, now, after looking at all of this mess, a person can say, hey, this is not right. Who did this? You didn't pick up your job. You didn't do your job properly. Pick up these things and put them at the right location. This is a choice available to me, but I also have a second choice. Talk to that person, listen to that person. So, this is the power of choice that all of us are having inside of us. I am just here to make you aware of that power. Now, the third thing in this proactivity test is that make a promise and keep the promise. Make small promises to your family, to your friends, to your professional people, and keep them. Last, four, when and if you make a mistake, admit it, correct it, and learn from it immediately. When you do that, other people are looking to you, other people are observing you, other people will learn from you. You will lead by example. Now, I want to show you a picture. Look on this slide. What do you see? The benefit of this proactivity test is that you can become a transition figure in your family or in your professional setting in your office rather than me or you being just a transmitter of the negative habits, negative tendencies, negative behaviors to our next generation. You can become a role model in your own family. Now let's look at becoming a transition figure. What does it do? What does this person do? Is that it stops the negative tendencies with you so that they don't go into your kids. Look at this picture. The person in the blue or purple shirt, imagine you are that person. Imagine you are that person who has that power. Now, here comes the question. What are the four things that are necessary to become a transition figure? Number one, self-awareness. Number two, imagination. Number three, your conscience. And number four is your independent will. And friends, you need two more things. You need to exercise two more things when becoming a transition figure. First one is more integrity. Think and act with more honesty, more integrity. Second, you need more sacrifice. We all have that power to make more personal sacrifice because you want to become a transition figure. When you do that, all of these negative tendencies, they just eliminate from you. Slowly and slowly, you are taking it all away from you. So they do not go into the next generation. Friends, this way you can become a role model in your family. You will exercise this power and you will become a self leader. So someone might say to me, hey, my parents both were angry. My mother was angry. My father was always angry. They were yelling all the time. So I am angry. So what's wrong about that? That is who I am. I'm an angry kid. I'm an angry person. Not so. If you exercise the gifts that have been given to you, there can be another person who is full of compassion, who is full of kindness, who is very sweet and gentle in talking. Why? Because in some way this person has transformed himself or herself into a new person through becoming a transition figure. See, you can inspire your family, you can inspire people at your office when you become a transition figure. Thank you.